Hi, everybody, and welcome to KHOU 11 Plus. I'm meteorologist Pat Cavlin here, just giving you your forecast on a Monday. Bit of a deeper dive, a longer form forecast to get you through the rest of the week, and it looks like a really nice week. I think the thing that everyone's going to be focused on the next day or two will be the chilly temperatures that we're seeing for the overnights. Yesterday we got, or rather this morning, we got down into the 30s and 40s. I think we're going to do that again for tonight into tomorrow morning, and then things will start to moderate a bit as we get into the week. Good news though, we're in a long stretch of sunny and quiet weather, which is a nice change up from where things were, the last few weeks. It's just been cloudy and dreary and humid. That's all gone. The humidity is gone, the sunshine is here, and it is here to stay. We are a bit cooler to start the week, but we do turn warmer, but not unseasonably warm as we get towards the end of the week. Big story though, again, the low temperatures. Tonight we're back down to the 30s and 40s again. I think we'll do mid 40s for the city, but 30s once you get into the northern suburbs, 50s for Wednesday morning, and then back closer to where we should be. Typical low this time of year is 58, so we'll be near that for Thursday, Friday, a little bit cooler for Saturday, and then we do start to turn warmer as we get into Palm Sunday and next week. So here's the setup. High pressure in charge. That means it's gorgeous. It's sunny today on the cooler side, upper 60s. As we get you into Tuesday, it's a brisk start, but sunshine warms us up nicely. We'll be in the mid 70s as we get to the afternoon. And again, no big changes on the way for Wednesday. Still sunny, even warmer, with high temperatures climbing all the way into the 80s. So hour by hour today, again, tons of sunshine, temperatures upper 60s for today. We are going to cool things off pretty quick, though, once we get into the evening hours. So if you're out and about this evening, make sure that you've got a jacket with you. Upper 60s will do it for the high today. Mid 70s then for tomorrow. That still puts us below normal. I think we're near normal then for Wednesday. And then back above normal in the low to mid 80s. Nothing stifling here. No big heat wave on the way. I do think we'll start to turn a bit warmer, though, into next week. But still a lot of time between now and then. And the good news is that humidity stays low. So we will be at least in the bone dry or comfortable range all the way through this week and into the start of next week. So again, a big change up from where we were the last few weeks with the heat, with the humidity, and with the cloudy weather. Now looking even beyond this, into the end of the month and by Easter weekend, I do think we start to turn warmer overall. Temperatures will either be at or probably just a few degrees above the average. But all in all, I mean, there's no big storm systems on the horizon. Of course, once we get closer to Easter, we'll be able to tell you whether or not we're expecting rain. But at this point, at least we are looking for temperatures to trend a little bit warmer. If you're doing any traveling for tomorrow into the Northeast, pack a jacket. We're talking about blustery and cool conditions along the I-95 corridor. Maybe a shower chance for Boston. New York looks good. Breezy, though, from Philly down towards D.C. And then colder back across the Great Lakes, 30s and even some 20s up towards Syracuse, Pittsburgh, and Erie. For Tuesday in the Southeast, weather's great. A lot of sunshine. Cool temperatures, though, from Nashville to Atlanta and Charlotte, 50s and 60s. Even down into Florida, we're a few degrees cooler, but very comfortable in the mid 70s. Miami checking in with a storm chance with highs in the 80s. New Orleans, sunshine, 70s. Little Rock finally drying out from last week's storms, mid 60s with sunshine. Across the state tomorrow, it is going to be gorgeous. We're talking about 80-degree temperatures from El Paso down through Brownsville, even Amarillo checking in at 80 degrees. It just had snow the other day. Mid 70s in from OKC to Houston, mid 60s for Kansas City. Upper Midwest into the Great Lakes, weather's pretty good. Kansas, 80s. Springfield, Missouri, 63. St. Louis at 55. Chicago on the cooler side, 40s, but with a lot of sunshine. And Bismarck will be warming up, upper 50s, but with mainly cloudy skies. Out toward the west coast we go from San Francisco to LA. Weather looks nice. Mix of sun and clouds, temperatures in the mid to upper 60s. Turning warmer in Vegas, upper 80s, and hot for Phoenix, sunny but 92 as your high temperature. Denver looks great, mid 70s with a mix of sun and clouds, upper 60s for Salt Lake City. And finally into the Pacific Northwest we go. Looks like our next storm system is coming on shore. That'll bring a shower chance to Seattle, down through Portland and Medford. Temperatures in the 60s and 50s with breezy conditions, but mild for the Intermountain West. High temperatures out here also staying in the 50s and 60s with a couple of mountain rain and snow showers possible. For us here into the overnight, brisk and clear again. Temperatures 42 for Tomball and Cypress, 44 Mission Bend. We'll do 46 downtown. Same for Channelview, 44 Atascocita, near 50 though in LaPorte. I think Galveston will stay in the 50s at 56, but notice once you get away from the water, Cold numbers, Columbus, Navasota, upper 30s, no frost or freeze potential. We're a few degrees warmer than last night, but still, again, way below where we should be this time of year. I think we could probably drop into the upper 30s for Conroe as well. I think we'll be near 44 downtown. Tomorrow looks great. Mid-70s across the board, 75 Jersey Village, 73 downtown, 73 for Aldina and Atascocita, 74 Mission Bend. A touch cooler towards Galveston Bay, 71 LaPorte, 69 in Galveston. But once you get away from the water, everyone I think should make it to the low and mid-70s under sunny skies. There's your 7-day forecast, and it looks great. 75 for the day tomorrow, 78 for Wednesday. We'll do 84 rather. Sorry about that little glitch there. Hold on. 84 degrees as we get you into the middle of the week. And that nice weather will continue all the way into the weekend. Wait for it. There we go. 82 degrees for your Friday, 84 Saturday, Sunday, 86 on Sunday. So, I mean, look, we're not missing anything here. Beautiful weather all the way throughout with lots of sunshine. So just a great stretch there. Okay, let's reset, though. If you're just joining us again, we've got some chilly nights coming up. So, again, it was cold last night. We're going to be cold again for tonight, 30s and 40s with mainly clear skies. Great stretch of sunshine. We just saw that in the 7-day forecast coming up. Temperatures will start to moderate as well. We'll start the week on a cool note. We end on a warm note, back to the 80s by Wednesday, and that will continue all the way through the end of the week and the weekend. Low temperatures, though, will be the big story in the near term. 44 in the city for tonight. Again, can't rule out a couple of upper 30s for the northern and western suburbs. 53 for your Wednesday morning. And then by the time we get to Thursday and Friday, those overnight temperatures getting closer to where we should be this time of year in the upper 50s. Here's the setup. High pressure in charge. Our storm system from the weekend now well off to the east. It's gorgeous, sunny, and cool for today. Tuesday, it's a brisk start. Again, 30s and 40s, but we do moderate with sunshine by the afternoon for Tuesday. Mid-70s as your high temperature, and then even warmer for your Wednesday, and still sunny with no humidity. Temperatures by Wednesday should make it to near 80 degrees. Hour by hour, we would look like this, mid to upper 60s all day long. Not a cloud in the sky, a light wind, no humidity, just perfect weather. Again, though, we are below normal for today. For tomorrow, probably near normal for Wednesday, and then it's back to the 80s Thursday into the weekend. Normal high this time of year, 79 degrees, so about 10 degrees cooler than normal today. But again, we do get back to things, where they should be as we get to the middle of the week, and the humidity stays low. So there's the big selling point, especially compared to where we've been the last few weeks, where it's been muggy, it's been really warm, it's been kind of gross. Nothing like that for the next 7 days with humidity in the comfortable level. Now, as we look ahead even longer term towards next week and Easter weekend, temperatures do look to trend warmer across the entire U.S. I don't think we're talking about a big heat wave at this point, but it does look like we'll be near, if not just a smidge above normal as we get towards Easter weekend, which is the weekend getting into April 15th, April 18th, and April 20th. All right, so if you're doing any traveling for tomorrow, things look like this. Blustery and cool across the Northeast. Talking about 20s and 30s for the interior, 40s up and down the I-95 corridor, 50s down towards Richmond, Virginia. As we get into the Southeast, a beautiful day. We're talking about a lot of sunshine. Temperatures in the 50s for Nashville, 60s for Atlanta and Charlotte. We'll do 70s down towards Florida with 80-degree temperatures possible in Miami. Texas looks amazing for tomorrow. We're talking about 80s from El Paso to Midland, Amarillo, where they just had snow the other day. Mid-70s, though, from Oklahoma City down towards Dallas. For us here in Houston, we're in the mid-70s, and then mid-60s getting up towards Kansas City. St. Louis, 55, Omaha, 62, Chicagoland checking in the low to mid-40s with a lot of sunshine. Out towards the West Coast, near 70 for San Francisco, mid-60s for LA. Hot stuff, though, out in the desert, 92 for Phoenix, 68 in the higher elevation of Flagstaff, mid-70s for Denver, and 87 in Vegas. And finally, for the Pacific Northwest, our next storm system moves on shore. That'll bring rain chances for Seattle, some mountain snow. Portland looking gloomy, as well as Medford. And then maybe just a couple of mountain rain and snow showers in the inner Mountain West, but temperatures overall looking mild from Idaho Falls out towards Casper in the 50s and 60s. For us here at home tonight, 42 in Tomball. We'll do 44 for Mission Bend and Addicts, 46 Pasadena, downtown, Jacinto City, Atascocita, you're at 44. And then again, 56 Galveston, a little bit warmer out towards the coast. But once you get away from the water, 39 for Columbus, 39 for Navasota. So not frost and freeze weather, but certainly a bit cooler once you get into the more rural areas. 75 for tomorrow with sunshine in Jersey Village. Same for Ireland. We'll do 75 in Addicks. A touch cooler out towards the coast. 71 for LaPorte, 73 at Tascasita, and we'll do 75 in Columbus. Out towards Galveston, you might be stuck in the upper 60s again all day with a lot of sunshine, though. Gorgeous day across the board. And again, that nice weather continues. There's your 7-day forecast. So we'll do 68 today. We'll do 75 for tomorrow after waking up in the mid-40s. 78 for your Wednesday, 84 Thursday, and we stay in the low to mid-80s all the way through next weekend. That's a look at your forecast. Thanks for watching this weather update on KHOU 11+.